Welcome back to Splatoon 2, Octo Canyon.
Hey, you got this. And it turns out there was another freaking... There was another key. There.
Don't slip up and miss the new album by Wet Floor. On sale now. Their style changes like the shifting tides of ink in a battle. Full color of monochromatic, smooth and staccato, or lush and dripping with sound. It's rock for a new generation!
Wet Floor? Okay. As long as they don't call themselves Wet Dream. I mean,
By the way, that album cover right there, I saw that in Japan in the radio tower place.
Oh, nice.
Right then. Okay.
You haven't gone there.
Right.
So you gotta physically go there. Could have taken that. Oh, never mind.
Okay, I'm gonna need something with a bit more
Splattling?
range. Yep.
And that, of course, will make hitting the, grinding around at the speed of splat.
That's just gonna take me all the way back. Crap.
Yeah, that's why I suggested the splatling.
There we go.
Silly Mark, you can't fast travel to where you actually haven't been, even though there's really nothing stopping you from going there. Loading screens? What loading screens? Slime Skin Garrison.
Welcome, everyone, to having to find levels again for practically the whole episode.
More turquoise ink! And bouncy bounce!
And that's down.
Which one did we leave off on?
Wow, we've already found the first one.
You didn't even have to scroll up to check because the first one will always be at the top of the list.
Another one?
What's up? 16, 17. We're finding them in order! What madness is this? I probably jinxed this. Roll out the welcome mat! Roll out the welcome mat! Matt, you are welcome!
And another one down.
8! What the... What?
I am doing this completely at random, kind of. I mean,
You're not doing it on purpose, is what you're trying to say, right? I believe that's the thing that you're saying to me.
Well, that's the boss kettle over there.
And that's the way forward to the next.
So let's...
Boingy, boingy.
Boingy, boingy, and boingy.
There's one right here. Okay, if this is 19, then
I'm not doing this on purpose! I have no idea what order they're in.
Wait, pause it for a minute? Not that pause. Oh, you still got... is that last one always the boss kettle?
That's always the boss kettle.
You got 2 more to go. Okay. Can he find 21 before 20? Will that actually happen?
Boingy, boing. Oh, there. I can't make it over there. Okay.
No, but you do know there's one over there. I could see it. So you're gonna have to make your way over there. You're really gonna need to upgrade this thing.
Oh, it's upgraded on my file.
But you just got it on this file.
Just go away! There we go. Okay. Well, that comes back.
You had more than enough time to make that.
They really do give you a lot of time, huh?
Okay, will this be... You found 21 before 20! Yay! And I know where 20 is. It's down to the... It's... Wait, you can even see it.
Yeah, you can actually see it.
We found one out of order! Congratulations! There's more, like, actual platforming in this single-player mode than there was in the first game.
There we go.
We got enough time for you to actually do a level.
That is a miracle.
And it's a miracle that you survived. A miracle that you're alive.
Oh, this level. Okay. Really? Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for this weapon.
Bowling for Octolings, eh, Mark? Or Octarians, rather. I wouldn't mind going bowling with some
See how there's
Octolings.
gold ones? They give you, like, eggs. That's all that's about.
Oh.
I thought that maybe, okay, well, that's different, so that's gotta be a skill. No, it's just eggs. It's always just eggs.
Speaking of eggs.
Boop.
Egg orbs. Agorbs. Speaking of, I know I was talking a lot about Sonic in a previous episode. Did you know that apparently Eggman's old American name, Robotnik, which is still technically his name because Eggman is just a nickname, kind of like how Dragon Rider is a nickname for Gerard.
Huh.
Yeah, that's the completionist's nickname. He's Gerard Dragon Rider Khalil. But you know, so it's Dr. Ivo Eggman Robotnik. That's official. Did you know apparently Robotnik, I forget which language, but it's in a particular language, Robotnik can basically mean slave driver.
Okay.
And they did that on purpose.
Huh.
The more you know. I don't know why I'm thinking so much about Sonic all of a sudden.
Okay.
You know, it's almost like I'm a Sonic maniac.
I love how everyone thinks the same thing about Sonic Mania, which is that this could have been such an easy, pathetic, nostalgia cash grab.
But it wasn't!
I
mean, yes, they're reused levels, but then they do new shit with the levels, so it's kind of like they're the same levels in name only, when you really get down to it. You know what I mean? And they even changed up the bosses for the levels.
Uh-huh.
I mean, one of the bosses in Sonic Mania, you play freaking... You pretty much play freaking Puyo Pop.
Oh yeah,
I know it's more a reference to Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine, and that's why it's there. But we all know that you're really just playing Kirby's Avalanche. I mean Puyo Pop.
Always check around your surroundings.
Is it just me, or does it seem like, on average, Sardinium is easier to find than the scrolls?
I think so.
Even though I think the Sardinium rewards are better. You lost your armor.
Oh, now they're getting tricky because these balls can move from side to side on this moving platform. What I wouldn't give for dualies right now.
Well, you should have upgraded your hero shot to be better.
Never.
Is there anything behind you? It's kind of hard to check with these damn bowling balls. Oh, you know what the bowling balls are making me think of?
What?
The first dungeon in A Link to the Past, as well as A Link Between Worlds.
Huh.
You know, the one room, the dungeon where you have all those balls that are shooting at you?
Doesn't look like there's anything on this. Okay, I think we're clear.
What if the Wii U...
Whoa, okay.
What if the Wii U wasn't called the Wii U and it had better marketing? Do you think it would have... I don't know. I asked Mark a question on Skype the other day where I was like, what if the Wii had the power of the Wii U and the Wiimote had...
Right. I think that's the scroll there.
No, you don't say. Why would you think that, Mark? You're gonna have to use your ink cannon!
Let's see if I can hit it.
Yep.
That's the scroll, alright.
Try destroying one of the bowling balls while it's, like, coming down the... Go, 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 go! Gotta swim fast!
Whoa!
Whoa, you... Wow. You barely made that.
I should not have hit that checkpoint over there, because if I die, I'm going to have to do that over and over and over again. I made the same mistake I made on my own dang file.
Yeah, you barely made it. Bears! That reminds me. The completionist is taking down like over 120 reviews on his channel because Greg all of a sudden decided to be a complete douche nozzle and it's like, you can't use, I don't want you to use episodes of your show that have me in it anymore. You know, that would be like if JonTron went up to Aaron all of a sudden and said, you gotta remove Game Grumps episodes with me in it.
I would have a panic attack if I heard that. It's like, I gotta save somebody!
You know what really sucks though is all of the like the collab episodes that Gerard did with other YouTubers. You know, like that's partly their work too. I first heard about this on a podcast that was it Ness the NES Pat the NES Punk does. Now hiring egg collectors. No experience required. All ages and backgrounds welcome. We don't care how shady you are. A fun way to make some quick chi. Grab a friend and join up together.
And this, by the way, is the absolute best thing that was added in Splatoon 2. This mode is amazing.
Wait a minute. Is that a Ghostbusters reference? Oh my gosh, it is! I would know a Ghostbusters reference.
With the something strange
falling
out of the sea.
I mean, I recognize the Ghostbusters 2 reference that was in that one, the Top the Fourth Wall episode at the very end, where they were pretty much mirroring the speech with the whole Statue of Liberty thing about having something to inspire. I mean, this almost looks like the cover art of the first Ghostbusters movie, like the way they're holding it. And then look at this.
Yeah.
I'm afraid to know Salmonid.
Who you gonna call? Salmonid Busters!
Oh, Jake and I were talking, I think I mentioned this in a previous episode, like, what if they made a Splatoon 3 where the Octolings and the Octarians aren't the enemies. The Salmonids are now the main enemies of the main single-player mode.
Yeah, I really want a different single... Hello? What are you doing down there, box?
I mean, let's... Like, we can let it slide for this game because, you know, it's only the second game in the series. Oh, I feel like they're pulling what they did with that invisible ink.
Well, I don't think I've even found that on my playthrough.
Remember the invisible ink platforms level in the first game where, like, you ink that one invisible ramp, but doing so covers up the box that had the scroll? They totally pulled that same shit there.
There's a secret in a later level, and it, by the way, has invisible platforms, and it's the only level where I had to go to a guide for, because I couldn't figure out, where the heck is this thing? And then I looked up where it was, and I'm like, how the heck was I supposed to see that? But we'll get to that. Oh, we'll get to that level!
Hey, sometimes the more annoying the secret to find, the more you remember it.
Oh, I remember exactly where that motherfucker is. Anyway, thanks for watching.
Well, that's my point.
We found all the levels, so we'll be able to move between them easily. Which, by the way, yeah, that's going to be the last time that happens. Because Section 5 is insane!
Wasn't it insane in the last game?
Yeah, it probably was. But Section 5 is ridiculous. There's a whole bunch of... We'll get to it. Oh boy, are we gonna get to it!
It's insane in the main brain, insane in the game!
Anyway, we got a subscription button and playlist and all that stuff, so check it out. Bye!